So we back with another video, and today I'm giving y'all a video I haven't done in a while for this year. It's the big man animations. We're gonna be going over every single thing. When it came to the swing animations, those are so popular, I had to do it every single season. I even maybe missed once or twice. But when it came to the big man animations, I've only done it once. The guards, I've done more than the big man, and y'all show way more support on the big man, so that's my fault. But today we got y'all boys with the big man animations. We're gonna go over every single thing that you can possibly have on a big man when it comes to jump shots, layups, dribble in moves, dunks, all that in this one video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, put in the comments down below what else you guys want from me. The passed out video will be coming. Trust me, I'm not trolling y'all, it's coming. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you guys want more, just like the video, subscribe. Like I said, without further ado though, no more talking, let's hop into it. Let's go! Alright, so let's hop into it with the thing that really does matter the most, the layup. Now, why does the layup matter most? Because when I did the swings, I just somehow forgot it. Now, for the people that did, or not the swing, when I did the swing. Now, for the people that really did miss it on the swing, the best layup in the package in the game, in my honest opinion, is long athlete. If you're a guard, I think it's Kyrie Irving, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the guard, so I will give y'all that here. But I think long athlete is like the most balanced all-around layup package in the game when it comes to whatever layup you're trying to do, double clutches, like acrobatic, all different type of stuff, just even going up regular. Long athlete is really good. Now, when it comes to other good layups, John Miranda's a good layup. It's a lot of great layups on this game. John Wall is a good layup. You can go with Circus if you like using Slithery. It's a lot of different options you can honestly go with. Default Small is honestly one of the best ones, and it doesn't have any requirement. But when it comes to the big men, they don't really have too crazy of options. I must say this: dominant big, that's a good layup package if you are a post scorer. If you're not a post scorer, I don't see why you're using that. Long athlete is the best one by far for bigs. Joel Embiid is decent. Jokic is okay, but I'm gonna be honest. If you can't go with the long athlete, I would honestly just go with default big, and I'll be straight. So yeah, that's what I'll say for the layup package. I had to go over all that because I didn't do it the last time, but I wanted to make sure I got that off. All right, next is gonna be the post scorer animation. When it comes to the post scorer animations, it's really not really much to even talk about here. You're gonna go with the best post fade. That's gonna be Kobe Bryant. Jason Tatum is honestly not that bad. Normal is honestly not that bad either, but I would definitely say I'm going with Kobe Bryant. That's just me. Next is the hook. I think Joel Embiid has the best hook shot in the game. That's just me. So yeah, all the toxic people that still be doing hook shots, there you go. And last but not least, the post hop shot. Pretty much, I wonder why 2K took out the post shimmy, but post hop shot, best one in the game is Kobe Bryant, and I don't think there's really anything else really close to it. So yeah, that's gonna be the best post score animations in the game. All right, so when it comes to the dribble pull-ups for the big man fade animation, shot creation animation, whatever you want to call it, it gets a little bit more like, this is probably the most difficult category to go over for big man, because y'all don't really get much. So y'all don't even get the normals. The normals, you have to be under 6'10". If you're a big man, you have to be 6'10" and up. So we're gonna start it off with pretty much Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is one I used to really like using pretty much all throughout like the history of the 2Ks. It's always been a really consistent one for me. So that's one I would definitely recommend. But if you want to, if you don't really mess with that one and you want to use something else, go ahead, go down here to the Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is probably going to be the one that you end up using. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those are the two I definitely could recommend. I'm pretty sure there is a basic that you can get, but I'm gonna be honest, I would definitely go with Kevin Durant or Dirk Nowitzki. I actually see people using Dirk Nowitzki, so I think you can be able to get that off. But I would go with one of those two. That's what I say for sure. All right, next is going to be the spin jumper, and I've said this time and time again. Kevin Durant is cool, but I'm gonna be honest, I would go with pro or normal no matter what height I am. If I'm a guard, if I'm a swing, or big. Now, bigs don't get pro. You get normal, and I think normal is like the best all-around one in the game. It's like the fastest one and all that. You can get it on bigs. I think pro is just really good for like catching people off guard, but you can't even get that on big, so it's not even a big deal. Just go ahead and put on normal and don't even worry about it. If you like Kevin Durant, you can put on Kevin Durant, but I would just go normal. That's just me. All right, next, when it comes to the hop jumpers. Now, when it comes to the hop jumpers, y'all actually got a new one with Nikola Jokic. I would say for the hop jumpers, Nikola Jokic is one of the best ones overall in the game, but you only can get it on bigs. I like Nikola Jokic's hop jumper a lot last year, so I would definitely recommend it. It's like a one-footed hop jumper, and it really is good at catching people off guard, so definitely would recommend that. But you can go with a basic, one or two. You can go with a normal. You can go with a Kevin Durant. you can go with a Dirk Nowitzki. Now, out of all these options, I would definitely most likely recommend the most normal. I wouldn't recommend too much else. I see a lot of people using Dirk, to be honest. If you're a user of Dirk, I would say just use Jokic. Dirk is not bad, but I would definitely rather use like a Jokic or normal. That's just me. All right, next is gonna be the dribble style. Now, when it comes to the dribble style, this is really all based off preference. So you can go with Joel Embiid. I see people have commented this so many times when I discuss dribble moves and talk about bigs. They say Joel Embiid, they say Gabby Williams. Honestly, I have been using Gabby Williams, but personally, I like Pro the most. That's just me. Now, if it's different for you, let me know, but that's just me. Next up is the signature size up. When it comes to the signature size ups, you don't really have too many options. Depending on what your ball handle is on your big, you're not going to have too crazy of options. So you're going to really have to look at what the ball handle is for you. Normal is one that you don't really need any requirement to use. No matter what height, no matter what your ball handle, you're going to be able to use it. Pro, you're going to need a 75 plus ball handle. There's going to be some other ones down here that you can use. Luka Doncic is only 70 plus, no height requirement at all whatsoever. And then when it comes to Kawhi, that's another decent one that has 65 plus. It's some bad ones down here, I'm not going to lie though. Ben Simmons is one that, it's not terrible. It's like on the faster side, but it's not that crazy either. But 65 plus is all you really need. I thought Rajon Rondo was one that you could use that had, what's it called? But I guess I don't see it. But yeah, I would definitely probably recommend out of those, Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons. Pro is okay, but I don't see a lot of people be able to use it. Luka is cool. That's probably what most people would use, but me personally, I'd probably go with a Kawhi or Ben Simmons before I go with Luka, to be honest. It's just so slow. Luka's is just so slow. So yeah, I like mine faster. All right, next is the size up escape package. The best one, hands down, in my opinion, is the LeBron James. This is what I even use on a lot of my builds if I don't have a 90 plus because it has the hot back. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the LeBron James. Paul George is good as well if you have a 75 and you don't really care about the hot back and you just really want good combos. So Paul George is a really great one. Pro is 75 plus as well. Normal, it has no requirement. Some other decent ones are pretty much all kind of blocked off, so you really only get the options of pretty much LeBron, Paul George. I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant is decent. I'm gonna be honest though, if I'm going with one that's like not LeBron and I get like and I don't care about the hot back, I'm definitely going Paul George. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so when it comes to the moving crossover, you got a lot of options to go with. I'm gonna be honest. My favorite one to use, because it's like a throw off, it throws people off and it kind of gives you a speed boost, is Jordan Poole. Now, the meta one you don't really have the ability to use on a big, but I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of surprised to see that a lot of these you can actually use these on big. So just depends on your ball handle. So Jason Williams, 75 plus, that's a really decent one. Chris Paul is really good. It's really fast. You like want something just to have a good change of direction. Chris Paul is really good, but you do need that 80, just like you need an 80 for Jordan Poole. Donovan Mitchell is okay, but you need a 75. Zach LaVine is 75. Michael Jordan and LeBron pretty much have the best technical ability for a tween or a crossover, so those are really good, and you only need a 70 and 75 respectfully, and then you need normal, or normal just has no requirement. All right, next is the moving mind and back. I would definitely recommend Pro the most. Pro is definitely the best one, I would say. Normal has no requirement, so if you don't have a 75 plus ball handle, you probably will have to go with normal, but that's just what it is. And I'm pretty sure, Luka actually has an 80 plus. So yeah, I would definitely say though, if you can get Luka, you probably can get Pro. I would definitely go with Pro. Next is the moving spin. This is really hands down easily the best one. The only thing I say about it is, depending on your ball handle, you can't even really do spin backs. So yeah, basic is only really good for spin backs. So you would probably want to go with like a normal before you go with basic if you can't do spin backs. That's just what I say. But you can use pretty much any of these. Like the Penny is really good, Kevin Durant is really good, LeBron is really good. You can't use Steve Nash. So if you just want to do spins, like any of these are good. It's just basic is really only good for like spin backs. So if you can't do spin backs, I would go with normal, Kevin Durant, Penny, or LeBron. It's just really all preference. They are either faster, better for certain spins, momentum spins, all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's on you on that. Next is the moving hezzy. Moving hezzy is low-key kind of an underrated animation in this game. Zach LaVine is really good, Kevin Durant is really good, and Luka is really good, and they all have no height requirement. It just depends on your ball handle. So you're gonna really be able to have the option of getting pretty much all of these depending on what your ball handle is. But if you don't really meet it, you always got normal that has no requirement. And next is the moving step back. Now moving step back is actually kind of crazy because the best one in the game has no requirement. It just takes ball handle. Now it's gonna be tough to get an 80 plus ball handle. So if you don't have an 80 plus, Jimmy Butler is one of the most meta ones from last year that came back this year. But James Harden is a really good one that's an alternative. But if you can get James Harden, you can get Luka, and bigs are not going to be able to get James Harden because of the height requirement. Jason Tatum has like a little side step, but I would definitely say you're going to go with Luka, Jimmy Butler, or no, or you're just not going to use this at all. I'm going to just be honest. Next is the triple threat. Triple threat is very interesting because you can go with a lot of different options, and they have a lot in this animation package. One of the most underrated animation packages in the game. But again, I will say this time and time again, Michael Jordan is the best triple threat style in the game. Simple. And alright, last but not least is going to be the best pass style for big men. Now, depending on what your pass accuracy is, if you don't reach any requirement to get anything higher than this, just put on normal. Normal is the best one in the game for you. It's like, when it comes to big men, you want the one that's going to get it out your hand the fastest. And normal and LeBron James are the two best ones at that. So you're either going to go with normal, or you're gonna go with LeBron James. It's just that simple. Passed out video coming soon. Stay tuned. All right, next is gonna be the best big man dunk packages in the game. Now, when it comes to big man dunk packages, we're gonna go over like the stuff that you can use on the big man. That's not really the craziest importance. Fast. So I'm gonna be honest. You don't really need to put on anything else as a big man when it comes to just a regular dunk. Quick drops off one. You can go with front clutches as well, but you don't really need anything else besides these two. If you're driving, you're really gonna want to go with two hands for safety. You're never gonna want to do one-handers. So yeah, that's just what I say. Now next is going to be the actual big man dunks, the standing dunks. When I'm talking about big man dunks, I'm talking about standing dunks. So when it comes to the best big man dunks, I think the under basket regulars are the best ones because what? They're the fastest ones. They're the safest ones. They're the quickest ones. They're the easiest, safety, all that type of stuff. Two hands for one, like it's all that. So in my opinion, I think the two-hand basket is a little bit better, not even a little, a lot better than the one hand because it just doesn't miss nearly as much as the one hand. The one hand I find myself missing a lot more no matter what the the driving dunk rating is until I reach like the 90 plus like standing dunk rating. So I would definitely recommend two-hand under basket no matter what your standing dunk is. It's going to be pretty much the most consistent dunk package in the game, even arguably better than the quick drops off one. I will argue that standing dunks are even more broken than like driving dunk because it's like really crazy how OP like rise up is. Like it really is. But yeah, two-hand under basket regular is the best one in the game in my opinion. You can go with these. It just does a lot more and it just does too much sometimes and it can get you blocked sometimes. So I just like to be safe with my stuff. So yeah, I don't really use these. That's just me. No matter what I'm on. Now, when it comes to the big man content dunks, I tell y'all this all the time when it comes to content dunks. When it comes to content dunks, you want as many of the packages on as possible because the more animations you have for certain situations, depending on where you're coming from and where the defender's coming from, you're going to be able to get more content dunks. So the more packages you have, the more different animations for more situations that you are going to have. So you're going to be able to get more content dunks. Now, I'm going to be honest, standing dunks, I don't really see a lot of bigs actually use the dunk meter for standing dunks, but you actually can use the dunk meter for the standing dunks. I don't know if people know that or not, but you definitely can use this. You can definitely use the meter for standing dunks. So yeah, I just want to make sure that's known. But I'm gonna be honest, standing dunks, I feel like you need the meter less for standing contact dunks than you do for like driving contact dunks. That's just me. Also, a lot of this stuff is based off playing my career and how much you do like dunks in my career, because that does up your tendencies. I don't know if people know that or not, but yeah, so my career is important for a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, that's just me. That's what I say about content dunks. And everything I said about content dunks goes for both when it comes to like having the packages and stuff like that. So yeah. And then last but not least, when it comes to the dunk packages, you can put on the park dunks, park alley-oops. That's like gonna get you a flashy. Anything that's flashy gets you like an added bonus to your takeover meter. Now, when it comes to going for alley-oops, I think the best one in the game for big man is Pro, because this is the one that has pretty much all of the standing lobs. Now, the thing is, if I'm not using Pro, I'm using Elite and Zion, because these are all the faster lob animation when it comes to timing them, because we now have to time them. But when you're using Pro, they have a lot slower ones because they have a lot of standing lobs. So, if you're gonna use Pro, I would say use Elite and Zion at your own risk if you do have the ability to get these. because they are a lot faster than pro, and so it can mess up your timing so much. But if you are a person that pays attention to the meter every single time, no matter what, it shouldn't really matter too much. It just can catch you off guard sometimes, so I say that. When it comes to the contact alley-oops, everything I said about the standing lob or standing contact dunks is even more important here, because there is no dunk meter. There is strictly just you catching a lob and hoping for that situation. Now, there is a way to start, like, I figured out there's a way to make it more frequent, but it is a lot tougher. So yeah, but just make sure you put on as many of the animation packages as possible, and that's just really what it is. And that's gonna be pretty much the best dunk packages in the game for big men. All right, and last but certainly not least, now I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am gonna be dropping a video updating me testing every single jump shot in the game. That's gonna be going over every single base and release. Now, I already did this earlier in the year, so I only have to really update basically the new jump shots. But I'm gonna give you guys all the info I gave y'all in that first video again. So everybody that wanna know about the shot release timing for seasons, like all the seasons coming up, how does the shot attributes matter now and stuff like that, all that stuff will be in that video again. Hot zones, all that type of stuff. So yeah, badges, all that type of stuff will be in there. So yeah, just make sure to be ready. But yeah, when it comes to the best big man jump shots, now when it comes to the best big man jump shots, it's not really, y'all have probably the least likely options. When it comes to the shot release speed, y'all only get 3 options, so it's not really much to go around when it comes to big man jump shots. At one point I was really trying to push the be Elisa narrative. I'm not messing with it like that no more. Ever since like season 3, I guess, I just haven't messed with it that much. Now, every single time I see somebody using Chris Bosh, auto, they are really, really not down. But if you're going to use Chris Bosh, you might as well use Kevin Durant. But the thing about these two jump shots, they're a little bit on the slow side in my opinion, so that's just not something for me. That's just me. Now, if I'm going to go with a jump shot now, I used to hate this jump shot, but it has grown on me since I have been playing my team, and a lot of the best cards in my team have this base. O'Shea Brissett. O'Shea Brissett is what I would say is the best all-around base in the game for big men, because it has the speed, it has the green ability, and it has it just has that little fluidity that I guess that I like that has in the jump shot. I don't know why I didn't like it previously. After having it on my team and it being one of the faster jump shots I can use on my players, I had to start getting more players with this, because it's just tough to find good my team players with good jump shots. So it was just kind of tough, and most of the best cards had that. So yeah, that's just really what it is. I've seen people use Giannis, but the one I would say I would recommend the most, if you have a higher 3-point rating, go with LaMarcus Aldridge. If you're a person that don't really want to use what's it called, a Brissett, like I was at one point, you don't want to force yourself, go with LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge is nowhere near like how it used to be when it comes to the timings and how high it went, but still very, very good jump shot. The best way I can describe this is pretty much like the James Harden for big man. If you've used James Harden as a guard, you know it's a really good jump shot. It just doesn't get off the ground that crazy. It doesn't really matter that big of a deal for bigs, because they're already really tall, so they don't really have to get off the ground that crazy just to negate like shot contest. They're already really tall. So LaMarcus Aldridge is the base I would definitely recommend the most. It just has the highest requirement. Now when it comes to releases, you're really just gonna think of people that can shoot in the NBA or NBA history. So the main release I would definitely say is Dirk Nowitzki. I've said this time and time again, Dirk Nowitzki is the best one in the game. Players like Porzingis have good releases. Like anybody that you think is in the NBA and that's tall and that can shoot, they're gonna have a really good release in the game and in NBA history and stuff like that. So yeah, Dirk Nowitzki is the one I would definitely go with. Tim Duncan is a good one. Kevin Durant, Larry Bird is a good one. Kevin Love is a good one. Karl Anthony Towns is a good one. Jokic, Embiid, bro, I'm telling y'all, all those are really good ones. I think my favorite two though has to be Tim Duncan and Kevin Love. Now, the thing is, when it comes to these releases, I gotta go over this too. When it comes to these releases, if you guys want something that's really, really fast to speed up the jump shot though, I think Kelly Olynyk is the best one in the game for speeding up that jump shot. Now, if I'm going with a big, I'm either going to go 50-50 or 60-40, and I'm always going to blend it more towards the one that I favor. So for this one, I probably would blend it more towards the Tim Duncan. And look how smooth that is. Now, the thing is, I don't really like about the Dirk Nowitzki, I don't like how it doesn't really look that smooth, I'm going to be honest. So yeah, that's just me. Now, Kelly Olynyk, it doesn't give you as good of attributes as Dirk, but it is gonna be really smooth. But if I'm going with Dirk, I'm gonna always blend it more towards Dirk. And I tell y'all all the time, when I come to making my jump shots, I always put what I believe is the better release as the release 1, and I always blend it more towards the better release. The only thing about Dirk is I can't use it as a release 1. It only can be used for me as a release 2. Now, I gave y'all a lot of different releases. You can go ahead and mix and match all those with whatever base you want to go with. It's a lot of decent bases you can go with. I'm gonna be honest. If you think of like the new rookies like Paolo, Bonchero, Jabari Smith, those are some of the fast releases you can get on a big man. But honestly, I wouldn't really recommend them. That's just me. But yeah, that's just really what it is. A lot of the better big man jump shots in the game, I'm gonna be honest, are really not that good because they're so slow. So when it comes to finding a good fast jump shot, I think the only two I would really recommend is LaMarcus Aldridge, which is really not that fast, and O'Shea Brissett, which is probably the fastest good one that you can use. So yeah, that's the ones I would personally recommend, and those are the releases I would go with, and that's the jump shots or best jump shots in the game for a big man. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more videos like this, go ahead and like the video. Make sure to post in case you be the first to every single one of the videos. Share this video to anybody think will help. Hopefully you boys enjoyed. If you guys did want more videos like this, like the passed out video where I rank every single passed out, I gotta have another video where I rank, do a tier list going over all the animations. I'm trying to wait for a lot of the best animations to come out. But if 2K keeps taking too long, I'm not finna just keep waiting on 2K to just drop stuff that they should have been dropped in season 1. I don't know why they gatekeeping animations. This is crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications to be the first to every single one of the videos. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I have to be, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!